Hello everyone, I'm Claire Stewart. Thanks for joining us tonight. Plans for a new Tuscaloosa Center for Technology are moving right along. Tonight, the Tuscaloosa City School Board selected Harrison Construction to lead the project. The blueprints are not complete, but so far the new school will include a larger television production studio, an expanded cosmetology suite, and larger automotive bays so people can drive right up, just like at a car dealership. Harrison Construction is the same company building the new federal courthouse in downtown Tuscaloosa. Also at tonight's meeting, the board had a first reading of the dress code policy, which doesn't include school uniforms at this time. It also doesn't include an enforcement policy, and board members want to change that. They want the rules clearly defined, along with the punishment if a student or teacher breaks the code. The board will have a second reading before voting on the dress code. Some Alabama lawmakers want to bring back the DROP program for teachers making less than $75,000 a year. Last week, the Alabama legislature approved a bill to end the Deferred Retirement Option program for educators and state employees. They said it cost the state too much money. Today, one Republican senator introduced a bill to create the program just for teachers. The bill's sponsor says it will help retain good teachers who are at least 55 and have enough years of service to retire. Alabama lawmakers are also looking at a bill to allow Northport residents a vote on Sunday alcohol sales. Republican Senator Gerald Alden tells WVUA the bill hasn't cleared the local committee yet, but it could move out any day. Allen says there are a couple of issues for the local delegation to consider before it moves to the full Senate. Allen says he believes the residents of Northport deserve the same opportunity to vote like Tuscaloosa. Starting tomorrow, March 30th, will forever be an important anniversary for Vietnam veterans. The Alabama legislature has officially designated tomorrow as Welcome Home Vietnam Veterans Day. The House and Senate passed a resolution today recognizing the day. The day coincides with the 38th anniversary of U.S. troops withdrawing from Vietnam under the Treaty of Paris. Proponents say this special day is a long overdue way of saying thanks to our veterans. Time for a first look at Alabama's home team forecast with Chief Meteorologist Richard Scott.
Hey Claire, good Tuesday evening to you. Watching things close on Home Team Interactive Radar tonight. In fact, we have some pretty big thunderstorms just across the state line. Many of us dry right now, but our western counties we're going to focus on right now. Hefty thunderstorms just across the state line from Columbus down towards Brooksville, Mississippi. And these are moving across the state line, so some small hail possible in parts of Lamar and Pickens County here over the next hour or so. Also down to the south, a severe storm over the city of Meridian and Newton. That's going to be moving over into Sumter County here within the next 30 to 35 minutes. Wouldn't be surprised to see a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings around here later tonight. We'll watch things close. Satellite and radar across Mississippi and Alabama, watching things really come together back to the west, and this activity again going to move our way. Main threat tonight going to be large hail and lots of lightning out there. Now our bus stop forecast tomorrow morning for our Wednesday, talking temperatures in the low 60s out there. Thunderstorms are likely again. Some of those could be on the strong side. We'll have much more in home team weather, including that weekend forecast. You're going to like that. Stay with us for that.
Thanks, Richard. A company from Tuscaloosa is now responsible for renovations at the Jemison building in downtown Tuscaloosa. According to Councilman Bob Lindell, B.G. Watkins Construction Company has been chosen to renovate the Jemison building. Their bid of $1.3 million will be awarded at next Tuesday's meeting. According to Councilman Bobby Howard, the city wants to turn the Jemison building into a cultural arts museum. Operation Deep Clean is officially over in South Alabama. For 5 months, oil giant BP stationed heavy equipment on Alabama beaches to clean up oil from the Deepwater Horizon spill. A crew continued checking the job using an auger to drill holes and look for any oil that may have been left behind. The consensus is the beaches are clean, but once the waves break, there are still tar balls in the surf line. BP's chief operating officer says cleanup costs have reached $16 billion. Personal information from thousands of people who filed claims with BP after the Gulf oil spill has been lost. BP says one of its employees lost a laptop containing personal data belonging to roughly 13,000 people. BP spokesman Curtis Thomas says the company doesn't have any evidence the personal information has been misused. Thomas says the company mailed out letters to people whose data was in the computer. Hunger is a real problem in our community, and one local church is working to combat this issue. The University Presbyterian Church held its third annual food pantry fundraiser. They're hoping to help people in the area who don't have enough to eat. Meals were provided by local restaurants and grocers. The West Alabama Food Bank also provided food bags for families to take home. The number of bags distributed has grown 60% over the last couple of years. Even University of Alabama students in the ceramics program contributed by providing free bowls for people. We spoke with University Presbyterian Church volunteer Ann Webb, who told us why she thought having this food pantry was so important.
We feel a strong commitment to working in the community, providing for people in need, and this is a huge help for our program.
The University Presbyterian Church has raised about $2,000 through this fundraiser. All proceeds go to feeding people in need. Well, choosing a new Tuscaloosa City School superintendent is closer to becoming a reality. WVUA's Taylor Montgomery takes us to tonight's board meeting where search firms showed the board why and how they will find the city's next superintendent.
The Tuscaloosa City School System is still on the hunt for their next superintendent. The next step? Hiring an outside firm to assist with the selection process. The board heard from 3 firms at Tuesday night's meeting. Each specializes in finding the right type of leader for a school system. The first presentation was from BWP and Associates. They say foundation in the community is important.
A foundation that's built with strong parents, students, teachers, educators, the business community, and of course, the board anchoring that.
They also say communication with the board members is crucial.
We'll also ask you, what are the challenges and issues you're facing?
BWP says they focus more on recruiting not only people with an education background, but also people from the private sector, like military leaders and business executives. The second firm to present was McPherson and Jacobson. They say their network of recruiters across the country helps them find a wide variety of people suitable for the job.
75 consultants working throughout the 23 states, and when a vacancy is announced, it goes out to all of those candidates.
But they believe someone who has worked in education before is extremely important.
A surgeon would be best in the medical field. We like to make sure that these people are experts in education leadership.
Finally, Ray and Associates says they also prefer to find people who have been leading in education, but they say they will effectively take community input from online surveys and focus groups and check for accuracy.
We would supplement that with one-on-one interviews with every board member and try and check that against what the survey data is indicating.
All 3 firms say they need at least 3 months to effectively choose the right leader for the Tuscaloosa City School System. In Tuscaloosa, Taylor Montgomery, WVUA News.
The board was expected to select a search firm tonight, but we are told they did not make a decision. They only listened to the presentations. WVUA will continue to follow this developing story. Some local high schoolers took center stage in front of Tuscaloosa Mayor Walt Maddox and the Tuscaloosa City Council. They're part of the mayor's youth council. 20 juniors and seniors from city and private schools have been working since August to get a feel for how the city of Tuscaloosa works. Tonight, groups presented projects in front of the council. They told council members what they see as issues teens are facing in the Tuscaloosa community. WVUA spoke with a couple of students about the issue of teen pregnancy in Tuscaloosa.
You're less likely to graduate, you're less likely to be able to finish high school and keep your life going the way it was and live life as a normal teen.
I can walk down the hall and see just multiple girls a day, and I think a lot of them just really need the education about, what to do and what not to do and how to take care of themselves and their kids, and I just think it's great for them to have this chance to be able to see what's really out there.
Later this month, the students will participate in a fun day where they visit the firing range and take a ride in the Tuscaloosa Police helicopter.